just wish I was doing something more with my life.
Worrying about that self-worth again, Prince Topher?
It all comes too easily.
The fact still remains, sire, that you will be king, and very soon. When your sainted father and mother passed away and left you in my charge, I promised them that when you came of age, you would be prepared for your reign.
I know, Sebastian, I know. And I guess I am ready to be king. I just don't know who I am yet.
I'm sure it will come to you. Until then, might I suggest faking it?
Really?
You won't be the first, and you won't be the last.
To the castle.
To the castle. Still these questions nag me, nag. Oh, not you, Buttercup. I just wonder. Me, who am I? A far from perfect guy. A bum who wants to do what's right, but often does what's wrong. A kid whose voice is way off key, but loves to sing his song. A guy who dreams like a lion, but wakes up like a lamb. Me, who am I but the guy I am? That's who am I.
Christopher Rupert, Slayer of Dragons, pitiless ogres, destroyer of griffins and giants, no friend to gargoyle dragon,
I got
sportsman and poet, a guy who dreams like a lion, but wakes up like a lamb.
Me, who am I but the guy I am?
He's our hero,
Oh, stop.
such perfection.
I appreciate it.
He's the kind of guy that we all like to be. What's the use of self-reflection?
Thank you.
Church bells will ring when you are king. People will sing. There is no one quite like
Me,
His Royal Highness
who am
Christopher
I?
Rupert,
A boss,
Slayer of Dragons,
perfect God.
pitiless ogres,
A jerk who
destroyer
wants to
of
do
griffins
what's
and
right,
giants,
but often
no
does
friends
what's
to
wrong.
gargoyles,
A drunk whose voice is way off key, but loves to sing his song. A guy who dreams like a lion, but wakes up like a lamb. Me, who am I but the guy I am? Yes, that's who am I. That's who am I.
You there! Impoverished person! Fetch us some water.
Yes, sir.
Don't call her that. How do you know that she's poor?
Why, look at her. She's filthy.
Here you are, sire.
Thank you, young lady. It's very kind of you.
It's just water.
Give her some money.
Really?
Yes, it's charity. You have things that she doesn't. You're going to give her some of your things so she doesn't start a revolution and take all of your things.
Spare change? Any spare change?
The moment charity is mentioned, out comes every layabout.
Here you are, old woman.
Thank you. Bless you, kind sir.
Oh, be careful, my lord. Many of the poor have weapons. Be gone with you.
No! Oh, good sirs, this is merely Crazy Marie. She lives in the woods and comes to town only to gather what others throw away. She is gentle in every way, sweet and delicate, but nuts.
She is harmless, I can tell. Gentlemen, sheathe your swords. You are a true friend to Marie. How lucky she is to have a true friend such as you. I wish I had a true friend.
I'm standing right here.
Shall we journey on?
Very well, Pinkleton. Be well, young lady.
Oh, I don't want change. charity.
And think of it as a gift and admiration for being a true friend in this world. Buttercup? Oh, here you are. Lots on my mind.
Thank you for saving my life, dear Ella. I shall return the favor.
I didn't do it to have a favor returned.
Oh, I have a shawl here that only has a few holes and smells of cabbage. You can wear it.
Oh, not necessary. What a handsome man that was, and so kind and generous.
That was but not a man. That is Prince Topher, the slayer of giants and dragons. He has just returned to us from university. He is to be crowned king.
That man, a world leader? But he appears to have a heart, mind, and soul. It can't be. Marie, you're crazy.
Yes, I am. But that does not change the fact that he is our own Prince Topher, and he has returned to be our ruler. Take a look at your coin, dear.
Why, it is him. From the left. Such silly ears. And the crown doesn't help things. Why, he should wear a floppy hat. Here, Marie, take this coin, buy yourself something warm to eat.
Why is it always the very poorest who are the most generous? It breaks my heart.
Here is our Jean-Michel. He will spout gibberish now and bore us.
Be nice. Good day, Jean-Michel.
Hello, Ella and Crazy Marie. And do you know why the poor are the kindest?
No, but I have a feeling you're about to be most forthcoming.
Because it's a corrupt system with a smashed moral compass.
You will forgive me if I just stagger about and mutter, 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 mutter.
Today, I will be going alone to protest the corruption that riddles our government. You must come with me.
Cinderella! That is Madame, Ella's stepmother.
I shall shout to the prince. He'll have no choice but to listen.
Cinderella! You are in harm's way.
I have a vision for what this kingdom could be.
Cinderella, help me with my parcels this instant! Cinderella! Lazy stepdaughter, help me with my package! Careful! Careful! No one knows the extreme torture I am subjected to. I'm ignoring that. Come, daughters, come! Gabrielle, Charlotte!
We are here, Mama. We are exhausted being as beautiful as we look.
Cinderella, lazy girl, help your stepsisters with their shrewd purchases. Into the house, daughters. The real ones.
Oops!
Madame isn't always terrible. Sometimes she sleeps.
Gabrielle, I brought from university a book for you with pictures about how people from other lands live and how they govern. Norway, Italy, Japan.
I've mentioned my interest in these places only in passing, and you brought me a whole book? Good at you.
And 4 days from now, I would like to take you on a date. I'm organizing a soup kitchen, and we need someone to stir and ladle.
Gabrielle, do not talk to that man. We are teetering precariously between lower upper class and upper middle class. And we cannot be seen talking to a revolutionary. Into this house at once.
Why do I care? Why do I try? I'll never be good enough for her. I shall take this book and burn it!
Oh, why not give the book to dear Ella?
If it's quite all right, Jean-Michel, I would love to look at your book of how other countries live.
Then here, Ella, take it. For I shall go my way alone and live my own life, for I am a loner! You're coming with me, right?
Of course.
Good.
A book. It's been so long since I've owned something, just me.
Cinderella, get in there and clean the kitchen.
I've just finished it.
Then prepare the dinner.
Dinner is on the stove.
Then the beds must...
Beds are turned down and your bed clothing is all laid out.
Well, where did you get that book?
Jean-Michel just gave it to me.
Oh, so nice that people just give you gifts. Still daddy's little girl. What's this doing here?
Oh, that's my father's coat.
It's rag.
It's all I have left to remember him by.
This rag? Clean the porch with this rag.
I'm as mild and as meek as a mouse. When I hear a command, I obey. But I know of a spot in my house where no one can stand in my way. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. On the wing of my fancy, I can fly anywhere, and the world will open its arms to me. I'm a young Norwegian princess or a milkmaid. I'm the greatest prima donna in Milan. I'm an heiress who has always had her silk made by her own flock of silkworms in Japan. I'm a girl men go mad for. Love's a game I can play with a cool and confident kind of air. Just as long as I stay in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. I can be whatever I want to be. I'm a thief in Calcutta. I'm a queen in Peru. I'm a mermaid dancing upon the sea. I'm a huntress on an African safari. It's a dangerous type of sport, and yet it's fun. In the night I sally forth to seek my quarry. When I find I forgot to bring my gun, I am lost in the jungle all alone and unarmed when I meet a lioness in her lair. Then I'm glad to be back in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. I can be whatever I want to be.
Just as long as I stay in my own little corner.
All alone in my own little chair.
Majesty, your majesty, a list of the lords entreating thee.
A list of lords are treating me with what?
105 requests.
That seems a lot.
I'll take that. Your majestic heights, in honor of your upcoming coronation, we proudly proclaim your kingdom a land of plenty and bounty. May I have the imprinter of your ring on this other announcement?
Right. Sorry, what is this for again?
It's really very complicated. Are you sure you want me to go into it?
Listen!
What was that?
You must take responsibility for your actions.
Who's that yelling on the other side of the moat?
The people are being treated unfairly by your government.
He seems upset.
Rabble-rouser, ignore him. I have a new law which forbids... Actually, if you give me the ring, it would save the steps.
Shouldn't we listen to what he has to say? People were never upset with Mom and Dad, were they?
Your parents had the good fortune to be royalty in the time of plenty. But since their unfortunate demise, I've done my best to run this country. I've done my best to raise you in the finest schools.
Hello, I'm talking here.
We should invite him up for a talk.
Ignore him.
I won't give up. If you won't listen, I'll shout this to the town square.
Shout this to the town square? Perhaps it's time for a distraction.
Ooh, what kind of distraction?
A royal wedding.
Wow. And how would that work?
Like a charm every time.
But who will get married?
Well, we shall have a magnificent ball. Dancing.
What?
Every eligible young woman who can afford a gown will attend. That is a magnificent selection process. If you can't afford a nice dress, you have no business marrying a prince.
Wait.
All the guests will be masked, and you'll dance with every girl, and at the stroke of midnight, they'll remove their mask, and you'll have found your bride.
That's fast.
King and queen on the throne, and I am there to guide you through all your decisions. It's really a win-win.
But how will any woman fall in love with me so quickly?
That is a valid question, and one which you will answer sometime soon. Now, Lord Pinkerton, I want you to make a proclamation, an announcement. Your Royal Highness, Christopher Rupert,
please don't say my full name.
Winmere, Vladimir, Karl Alexander, Francois Reginald, Lancelot,
Herman?
Gregory James is giving a ball.
Sebastian, dancing? Can we talk about this?
Now is the time to act. No other time is real. Yesterday has gone, tomorrow is a guess. Today you can see and feel. Now is the time to live. No other time is real. Live and play your part, don't give away your heart. Don't take what the world gives you. No, listen! Tradespeople, tinkerers, fishmongers. I shout to the prince, but he ignores me. If he and Sebastian can take the land of the very poor, then it's only a matter of time before they take from all of us. For you just can't wait to be served by fate on a silver plate or a tray. Now is the time of your life, the time of your life is today!
The prince is giving a ball, the prince is giving a ball. Hear ye, a ball, and that's not all. The prince is giving a ball, the prince is giving a ball. Hear ye, His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert James is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
Talking here. Now is the time to act. No other time will do.
The prince is giving a ball. He's giving a what? A ball!
Now is the time to live. No other time is real.
The prince is giving a ball.
What?
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, Windermere, Vladimir, Karl Alexander, Francois Reginald, Lancelot, Herman, Gregory James is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a what?
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. His Majesty has this decree: to attend the ball, all one requires is an invitation and suitably fashionable attire. And the prince shall choose one woman from the ball to be his bride. That means anyone can Highness Christopher Rupert,
Christopher Rupert, Vladimir,
Slayer of Dragons,
Carl Alexander,
Thronesman and Poet,
Francois Reginald,
Sportsman and Poet,
Lancelot
Herman
Herman!
Gregory James is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. A royal ball. He's giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball!
Fiddle-de-roll and fiddle-dee-dee, fiddle-de-faddle-de-fuddle. All the wishes in the world are poppycock and twaddle. The prince is giving a ball.
Are you even trying?
Cinderella, when you finish tightening delicate Charlotte's corset,
I can taste my lunch.
we must move on to Gabrielle's hair. It's just not right. Something about it is, it's uneven. I'm not quite sure, but you'll just have to fix it. That's all there is to it. Cinderella, Cinderella. It is a most amusing name. I crack myself up. She sits by the cinders of the fire, and her name is Ella, so I call her Cinderella. Why don't I have any friends?
Oh, well, face it, Mama. You are well versed in the art of ridicule.
I do have a flair for it, don't I, actual daughters? Watch and learn. Cinderella, hurry, get dressed. Get ready for the ball. You're going to find a husband.
Am I?
Ridicule, who caught it?
I did.
That's terrible. Who could that be in at this hour? Everyone clear out of here while I get rid of this imbecile. Cinderella, get that dress on Charlotte. What brand of idiot would... Why, Sebastian! What an unexpected delight.
Madam, I have but a moment. I invite you to hang on my every word.
Invitation accepted.
Tonight's ball shall be in mask. The prince shall be wearing a white mask. What color mask will your daughter Gabrielle be wearing?
Why, pink.
If the daughter is anything like the mother, I think the white mask and the pink mask should meet and fall in love.
Are you implying what I am inferring?
Your daughter is all part of my master plan.
You are brilliant.
And you are perceptive. I shall see you at the ball, and together we shall make this so.
Yes, of course. Oh my. Come, daughters, come! Gabrielle! Oh, my Gabrielle! Just... Yes, you too, Charlotte. But really, look at Gabrielle! Cinderella, fetch the gold box. From Venice, a piece of glass, hand-spun to perfection, more valuable than diamonds. Each of us shall wear the tiniest bit of Venetian glass to the ball tonight. Allow me to place this tiny bauble around the neck of my courageous Charlotte. Allow me to place this tiny bauble around the neck of my beautiful daughter, Gabrielle. Cinderella, fetch the perfume. Come, two daughters that count. Finish getting ready. Who could that be? It must be good news.
Hello, madame.
What?
Good evening, Gabrielle. Please forgive me for interrupting your momentous evening. I thought you might desire to take these wildflowers. I picked them myself.
Oh, thank you, Jean-Michel. Oh, they're so beautiful.
For the mother of the most perfect girl in all God's creation, I've managed these myself, and
Get out of my house.
would you
You're not welcome here.
would you perhaps consider?
Take your simple pleasures with you. Leave.
Ow!
Madame, don't be mean.
Oh, no.
So nice.
No. Plans. There are plans. Plans that do not include Mr. Soapbox.
But he means well, and I think he likes me.
Let me tell you something about love, Miss Flowers in your hand and dreams in your head. I married your father for love. He died, and I cried. Then I married Cinderella's father for money. He died. I got a house. 7:30, ball preparations, double time. Cinderella, Charlotte, how your sister's face? Venetian glass.
Oh, I can't see. I'm hungry.
Gabrielle, feed the baby. Cinderella, my cloak.
Coming, madame.
Expensive bracelet, necklace, hair. Then the princely shall ensnare.
Then the princely shall ensnare.
Are we worthy?
Yes, yes.
To battle. The crown is ours to lose. Hostia! Hostia!
Expensive bracelet, necklace, hair. Then the princely shall ensnare. Expensive bracelet, invitations.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Let us storm the castle, lovely daughters. This is the night everything changes. Off to the ball. Expensive bracelet, necklace, hair. Cinderella's not going anywhere.
One of the flowers in the bouquet was a wild rose. Its thorn has scratched my lip. Yes, I am bleeding.
Oh, now.
Should walk up to the prince and scratch his lip. Make him drink lemonade. Ooh, it'll sting.
That's just cruel.
Enough of taking things as they are. Now is the time to march to the palace. Peasants, tradespeople, and finally get the prince to listen to us instead of having his fancy ball.
You should do that. You should march up to him and talk to him.
But he won't listen to me. He uses his castle to hide from the truth. Him meeting me will never happen. The only thing funnier would be you going to the ball. Yeah, well, why don't you just go to the ball and just ask the prince when he's gonna start noticing that his people are having their land taken from them? Ha! That's absurd. Ha!
Jean-Michel, I could go to the prince, and he might listen to me. And if I had a ball gown, I think I might look sort of nice. I am in the royal palace of all places when I meet the finest prince you've ever seen. And the color on my two stepsisters' faces is a queer sort of sour apple green. I am coy and flirtatious when alone with the prince.
wishes in the world are poppycock and twaddle.
Oh, Crazy Marie, are you mocking me with your gibberish?
Yes, fol-de-rol and fiddle-dee-dee, fiddle-de-faddle-de-foodle. All the dreamers in the world are dizzy in the noodle.
So what if I have a dream to see the prince again and tell him what life in his kingdom is really like and what it could be?
Exactly. And then to have him fall in love with you.
No one will ever fall in love with me. Why do you come to visit me tonight?
I just knew I would find you in the same little chair, in the pale pink mist of a foolish dream.
I am being foolish.
Then be foolish with me. What would you dream of?
An invitation to the ball, I guess.
Right here. There's an invitation.
What? But it's torn.
Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Just go. Now, what else would you dream of?
Why, a blue gown, I imagine. A beautiful blue gown sewn up with pearls and jewels, and a tiara made of diamonds.
And on your feet?
Why, the most beautiful grosgrain pumps, I'd imagine.
No, better. The Venetian glass that your stepmother so loves in her trinkets and baubles. An entire pair of shoes made only of Venetian glass.
How silly. I'd be the envy of all. But, how would I get to the ball?
Oh, that pumpkin over there.
Yes.
I'll turn it into a golden carriage.
And horses.
Those mice.
And, a fox as a footman. And a raccoon as a driver. Why, Marie, you are crazy. In order to do that, you would have to be, a fairy godmother. Marie, you're a crazy woman. What are you doing in that beautiful gown?
You'd be surprised how many beautiful gowns have crazy women in them.
Are you really my fairy godmother?
But of course, my child. Actually, I'm everyone's fairy godmother, but you're the only one who's given me charity, generosity, and kindness. Now I must make all the dreams we joked about come true.
That seems so improbable. Implausible.
Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And two white mice will never be two white horses. Such fol-de-rol and fiddle-dee-dee of courses. Impossible. But the world is full of zanies and fools who won't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy-eyed dopes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
Impossible.
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 Impossible. But if you could be a beggar woman not 5 minutes ago, and now you are my fairy godmother, then anything is possible, right?
I suppose so.
Then you could change it all. You could make it all happen.
No, but you can change it. You can make it all happen.
Never. I couldn't.
You're right. It's all so impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country pumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And two white mice will never be two white horses. Such fol-de-rol and fiddle-dee-dee of courses. Impossible.
But the world is full of zanies and fools who won't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy-eyed
And now, as promised in our laughter, glass slippers. Now, Cinderella, I must tell you, all of this magic is very powerful, but it will end at midnight tonight. Now go to the ball in the name of every girl who's ever wanted to go to the ball in a beautiful dress. In the name of every girl who's ever wanted to change the world she lived in. Go with the promise of possibility.
It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. It's possible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And two white mice are easily turned to horses. Such foldy roll and fiddle-dee-dee of courses. Quite possible. For the world is full of zanies and fools who won't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because he stepped into it, I don't keep building up impossible hopes. Impossible things are happening every day. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's
Sebastian, honestly.
Only 200 more women to go.
So, which one is it?
Which one is which?
Duh, the prince! Which is the prince? I mean, come on, what do you think I'm here for, the free food?
The good time, dance, perhaps.
Wrong answer. I've got marrying royalty on my mind. So which one is he?
Well, maybe it's me.
Not likely. You're no prince. You're ordinary.
What makes me so ordinary?
Well, we're doing the gavotte, and you can't even keep the beat. When we get to the waltz, you're gonna trip over your two left feet and then on your flat little bottom. End of discussion.
I hope to talk to you later.
I moved on.
How do you do?
How do you do?
A lovely dance, isn't it? I hope my dancing's all right.
Oh, your dancing is absolutely princely.
Ah,
Oops, I let that slip.
so you know.
Oh, I would know a wise and handsome prince anywhere.
Well, the last girl didn't know.
You're kidding! Well, thanks for the heads up! Oh! I think she does know now.
Well,
So,
what can you tell me about yourself?
whatever interests you to know, Your Highness.
What are your interests?
Whatever your interests are, Your Highness.
Okay, creepy.
Your Majestic Highness! Just because I was playing hard to get doesn't mean I am hard to get!
Really creepy. I'm sorry, Sebastian. I can't do this.
It's the prince!
Ladies! Okay. That's enough.
It's time to play ridicule.
What happened to the nice girl?
Ignore her, we're playing ridicule. 2 circles spin around, and when the music stops, 2 players out ridicule one another. Let's find your bride.
Bum diddy bum bum, bum diddy bum bum.
1 and 2 and 3.
I love that dress. No matter how many times I see it.
Please, do not speak of your childhood, as I have not brought along a copy of the Old Testament of
What do you even call that?
Well, it's very sophisticated.
It just seems like cruelty.
Sophistication, cruelty, there's a slight difference. I keep forgetting what it is now.
I don't think I really want to play this game anymore.
And here we have another round at the ready.
Diddy bum bum, bum diddy bum bum.
1 and 2 and 3.
Age before beauty. You first, my dear.
You have such a wonderful speaking voice. Have you ever considered reciting poetry?
Say it. What? Do it. What? Do the ridicule. I am dying of anticipation. Why do you say that?
No reason. I just really like your speaking voice, and I just think you would sound really lovely reciting a poem. And I also like the feather in your hair. It's a lovely color for you.
Why are you doing this to me?
What is this bewitchery you practice?
It's just kindness.
Kindness?
Yes. Kindness. It's practiced now in all the great courts. Ridicule isn't done anywhere anymore. It's all kindness now, even in the French courts.
Oh, kindness.
Yes. You know, compassion.
Who are you, you strange woman?
I don't know who she is, but she's very, very wealthy indeed. And did you see her feet? Shoes made of Venetian glass. My resentment is all consuming.
Kindness. You must all try it.
I'll be the first. Kindness. Isn't it wonderful to have such a pleasant young lady such as yourself in our court?
Thank you. And it's an honor to be at this wonderful party you are throwing.
It's like every time they speak, a part of me dies.
This room is filled with some of the loveliest women I've ever seen.
I just saw that they have vanilla cake at the buffet. I love vanilla cakes. Thank you to whoever made it.
This court is filled with such laughter and warmth.
It's just like it was during the reign of Prince Topher's parents.
admire how you've changed everything around, and yet I feel so comfortable with you, as if I've met you before. 10 minutes ago, I saw you. I looked up when you came through the door. My head started reeling, you gave me the feeling the room had no ceiling or floor. 10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found her, she's an angel with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies. In the arms of my love, I'm flying over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell, I may never come down again. I'm sorry to be so effusive. I've just met you. I'm not usually like this with somebody I've just met. Oh, events like this, I just feel like, what am I doing here?
I feel the same.
Like such a phony.
So do I.
You too?
Yes.
Me too. My name is...
Topher, short for Christopher. Yes, I know.
Have we met before?
Yes, and we are seeing each other for the first time right now. 10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found him, I have found him. In the arms of my love, I'm flying over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell, I may never come down again. I may never
Come down to earth again.
want to go, but I have to.
Don't go.
Prince Topher, there's something I must tell you. You need to open your eyes to what's happening in your kingdom. The poor are having their land taken from them. You must help them. You must.
I don't think that's kindness. How can you say that's kindness?
This is all so wonderful. You are so wonderful, but I have to go.
Wait, young lady. Where are you going?
Your Highness! Your Highness!
Charlotte, Gabrielle!
Wait! I don't even know your name! Wait! I don't even know your name! She's run off. The lady, we must find her. She left in a golden carriage. After her!
Madam, we shall take your carriage.
Oh, we haven't the room!
Leave one of your daughters behind.
After her! She's my destiny!
Come, Gabrielle.
No!
Wait, where's she going?
But no! What just happened? Seriously? Why would a fellow want a girl like her, and real and fluffy beauty? Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a solid girl like me? She's a frothy little bubble with a flimsy kind of charm, and with very little trouble, I can break her little arm. Ow! Ow! Why would a fellow want a girl like her? So obviously unusual. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a usual girl like me?
Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink.
But not any pinker than a rose's.
Her skin may be delicate and soft.
But not any softer than a doze's. She's only as graceful as a bird. So why is the fellow going crazy?
Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
Footwear is now falling from the sky.
Oh, it's gone. The golden carriage took a shortcut right through the forest. Gentlemen, lanterns. We must find her for the last thing we do. She's my lady.
Yes, he's witty, so disarming, and I really like the way he holds a room. Clever, cunning, ever charming. How do I make him see I'm special? Shh, it's a pity.
majesty.
Lord Pickleton, where is she?
There reports along the eastern road of a golden carriage.
10 minutes ago, I held her.
Majesty, we saw the carriage.
And this I cannot explain. It simply flew up into the mist.
Impossible, I know.
Impossible? Then we shall do the impossible. 10 minutes ago, we were dancing in the palace of all places, and her gown was just as blue as morning sky. How the moonlight shone its beams upon our faces, till she vanished like a phantom in the night. I just know I will find you. You're the girl of my dreams, and the thrill is more than my heart can bear.
Look! A carriage!
That's it! That's the one! After her!
Tell them to hold a second.
He was tall, very tall, and his eyes were clear and blue. He was slim, very slim, in his coat of snowy hue.
Gentlemen, we must find that girl!
When he walked across the ballroom floor, he was like a thing divine, and all the ladies turned their heads, and naturally I turned mine. The chandeliers were shooting stars, the drums and horns and soft guitars were sounding more like nightingales. The window curtains flew like sails, and I was floating just above the floor, feeling slightly taller than before. He was tall, very tall.
When I left this house in my carriage, I was quite certain that my daughter would be queen, and I would never have to come back here to this. And now, well, I'm back here to this.
Was the ball a disappointment, Madame?
The prince, despite his being well-born and raised with great care by our Lord Protector, showed the most appalling manners. Appalling! He spent the entire evening talking and dancing with some little nobody.
How did Gabrielle and Charlotte take that?
The prince has fallen head over heels for someone else. If he keeps this up, I might not want to go out with him.
What was going on in His Royal Highness's thick skull?
And the way he looked at her with respect. I hope no man ever looks at me that way.
If that woman had any morality or sense of what is right in this world, she would not have appeared at the ball at all.
But can you imagine how she must have felt arriving at the ball and meeting the man of her dreams?
I cannot, for my mind has no place for the puerile or rank.
I can imagine it, I think.
I can imagine it.
Oh, I can imagine it, and I have no imagination.
When you're driving through the moonlight on the highway, when you're driving through the moonlight to the dance, you are breathless with a wild anticipation of adventure and excitement and romance. Then at last you see the towers of the palace, silhouetted on the sky above the park, and below them is a row of lighted windows, like a lovely diamond necklace in the dark.
It looks that way, the way you say.
She talks as if she knows.
I do not know these things are so. I only just suppose. I suppose that when you come into the ballroom and the room itself is floating in the air, if you're suddenly confronted by His Highness, you are frozen like a statue on the stair. You're afraid you'll hear the way your heart is beating, and you know you mustn't make the first advance. You are seriously thinking of retreating, and then you seem to hear Him asking you to dance. You make a bow, a timid bow, and shyly answer yes.
How would you know that this is so?
I do no more than guess.
You can guess till you're blue in the face, but you can't even picture such a man. He is more than a prince, he's an ace.
But sisters, I really think I can.
And what?
I think that I can picture such a man.
He is tall
And straight as a line,
and his hair
is dark and wavy.
his
Can melt you
He can turn a girl to gravy.
and I can imagine it.
I can imagine it too. This squinting isn't my sinus condition. It's me imagining it.
I am throwing caution to the wind. I'm imagining it as well.
I imagine what that girl might be feeling when dancing with the prince. A lovely night, a lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see. You meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince could ever be. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you while he is whispering, darling, I love you. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night.
Charlotte, play the concertina.
Yes, Charlotte, play. Okay, but it's not going to be good. A lovely night, a king as a prince will ever be. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you while he is whispering,
Darling, I love you.
you say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you while he is whispering, darling, I love you. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, 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 lovely
Isn't it wonderful how the needy just keep on going? Well, get up! Put away the whatever you call it. Go. The only thing I have to bring me comfort after such a disastrous evening is that the prince seemed so completely devastated when his dream date ran away.
Oh! It was hilarious. The powder room was full of yammering when we were leaving. Why did that girl run away? My thought is that up close, she was physically unappealing.
Too bad, lovely daughters. Cinderella, you stay here and clean up this pigsty of a parlor. Why is there a pumpkin on the table? It makes no design sense.
This pumpkin makes no design sense.
Is there anything else you would like to know, Ella?
No, it sounds like a really marvelous ball. I only wish I could have been there.
How did you know all that happened at the ball earlier this evening?
I just supposed it, imagined it. I had a vision.
Interesting. Quick, how many fingers?
2?
3. Fascinating. Where are your visions now?
You're being silly. You're just picking on me just because I said the prince was wearing a burgundy coat and...
You didn't say it, and he was! Something's going on here!
You're being absurd. More than usual. I need to finish up and...
No, here, let me help you with that. Oh my, your hands are so rough and calloused from work. Just like the hands of the woman I shook at the ball who danced with the prince!
I don't know what you're...
It was you, wasn't it? It was you. It was you. How did you dance in glass slippers?
You won't tell the others, will you? Madame and Charlotte?
No, never.
Are you mad at me that I stole the prince from you?
I will confess a secret to you. I never loved the prince, or even liked him. There's someone else that I want.
How wonderful for you! Who is it?
Well, Madame hates him.
Madame hating them doesn't narrow the field. Who is it?
If I promise to keep your secret of the prince, can you promise to keep my secret of my forbidden love?
I can, and I will.
Oh, it's Jean-Michel, the firebrand!
He is a good man and seems angry for all the right reasons.
He wants to change the world and make it a better place. You gotta love a guy like that.
You may someday win Jean-Michel, but I will never win Prince Topher. If he saw me as I truly was, he would have no interest in me.
That is not true. He would love you for who you are.
I don't see how.
Well, If Madame ever saw me with Jean-Michel, why, I shudder to think at what she might do. Are you sure you can keep my secret?
I can, and you can keep mine. We shall have a secret that will make us
co-conspirators!
Friends.
Sisters.
May we both find our loves.
And our lives. The stars in hazy heaven, trembling above me,
danced when he promised always to love me.
A day came through.
Away I flew, but on my lips he left a kiss.
All my life I'll dream of this.
Lovely, lovely, lovely night.
I wake in the loneliness of sunrise, when the deep purple heaven turns blue, and start to pray as I pray each day that I'll hear some word from you. I lie in the loneliness of evening, looking out on a silver flake sea, and ask the moon, oh how soon will my love come home to me? I have found her, she's my angel, with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing and flying, and she's taking me back to the skies. I lie in the loneliness of evening, looking out on a silver flake sea, and ask the moon, oh how soon will my love come home to me? Will my love come home to me?
Honestly, sire, 3 nights in a row you search, and here it is 4 o'clock in the morning. It's as if you were testing my good nature. The second that woman in white ran off, which we all must agree seems to imply she has a police record, the second she is gone, you won't dance with any of the other girls.
Sebastian, are there poor people in this kingdom who have had their homes taken away from them?
If there were, I would tell you.
Do they need our help?
Everyone gave joyfully. Ignore this talk. Where did you hear it?
That girl!
She is not to be trusted. Please come back to the castle. The work is piling up.
No, something isn't right.
As you say, sire, the ring.
Right. I'm sorry. What are you signing this time?
Nothing to worry your pretty little mind about.
Let me read it.
I can explain.
No, Sebastian, I want to read it.
Please come back to the castle. Allow me to draw up some
Sebastian!
coverage.
I want to read what you have been doing to my country.
Allow me to draw up some coverage for you. You don't want to. Please.
No, Sebastian. We're having another ball. A banquet. And she'll come to that.
No, she won't. This is lunacy.
Sebastian, I'm finding that girl.
Don't forget who you are talking to.
And you, don't forget who you are talking to. Now, I'm finding that girl, and you can't stop me.
Very well, sire. She won't come. You don't even know her name. And if she thought you were worthy of her ideals, she would have stayed, wouldn't she?
A banquet!
The prince is looking dreamy-eyed. He has since giving the ball. But still he wants to find his bride, the one he lost at the ball. So spread the word throughout the land. The prince is giving a banquet. It's his wish that the woman he left at the ball will attend. Well, I want to keep it up.
Hear ye.
And as for the rest of us, well, what can I say? There's gotta be a ham. Talk it back to me.
Hear ye. Hear ye.
I'm not giving up control this time. I want to see who's there. Spread the word.
Hear ye. Hear ye. His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert James is giving a banquet tonight. Invitation only.
A banquet tonight? Oh, Cinderella, where are you? Cinderella, where can you be?
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, dopey and dreamy-eyed, can't find his lady, hoping to see her, asking where is she?
Cinderella, where is she?
Gregory James is giving
A banquet! Why does the prince do this? It is cruelty beyond measure. 2 significant social events in 1 week. Now, granted, I have never looked lovelier, but my physical perfection comes at a price. Gloves, that's what it was. Cinderella! I can't find the gloves!
Oh, Ella, over here. Okay. Don't tell her you have the gloves just yet. I know she'll be abusive later, but this shall be worth it. I'm going to tell Madame that I am sick.
Oh, would you like some?
Oh, I'm not really sick. I'm just pretending. It's just like when Charlotte was in school and she pretended to get out of things she didn't like the 3rd and 4th grades. I will be sick just as we are leaving for the carriage. Madame and Charlotte will leave without me. I will then go change back into my regular clothes and meet my secret crush on Michel. I'm taking him up on his offer to help in a soup kitchen.
A soup kitchen?
I get to ladle! Yeah, you heard me. And guess what will happen to my beautiful dress and invitation? I shall loan them both to you. You shall go in my stead and meet the prince and fall in love and get married and exact revenge on Madame and try to keep Jean-Michel out of the stockade. Tra-la-la-la, the way my mind works.
Cinderella, where are my gloves?
Oh, and don't worry about Madame. She never notices anything that isn't her.
Your gloves are right here, Madame.
Why did you not tell me you had the gloves, foolish child? Charlotte, make haste, child! And those shoes are delicate and dainty.
My feet burn with the heat of 100 suns.
To the carriage, daughters.
Oh, Madame, oh, my stomach. I must have eaten something this morning that disagrees with me.
Oh, no. This cannot prevent me from attending the banquet tonight.
Oh, go! You go without me. Let Charlotte meet the prince and steal him from the homely girl from the ball. Let Charlotte become queen. I think I can make that work.
I shall do this battle with half my troops. Cinderella, fetch the physician. If Gabrielle gets better, send her to the castle immediately. Gabrielle, get better. I insist on it. Keep your invitation.
Thank you, Mother. I'll come if I feel...
Oh, no. Not on the dress. Oh, goodness gracious. Charlotte, the carriage awaits.
Shh. Quickly, I'm
gonna go get dressed, and you knock on the door.
It knocked back!
Hello, Ella.
Hello, Jean-Michel.
I am sick of hiding in the shadows like a fearful person.
Would you rather see Madame?
Hiding's nice.
How are you this evening?
I'm going out with Gabrielle, and I'm wound up like a tick. Tonight, she and I are going to the green grocer and begging him for whatever scraps he may have. And then we will slave over a hot stove and serve a meal to the very poorest. Ooh, I do hope she's not expecting that much fun every night.
Good evening, Jean-Michel.
Good evening, Gabrielle. You no longer look like a carnival attraction.
Aw, you speak such kind words to me all the day long. And what of the soup kitchen this evening?
Our first responsibility is with the poor. And then we shall march to the palace steps and finally get the prince to listen to us. There's only one thing we have to worry about.
What's that?
They don't even listen to me.
Well, Ella might be a help. You know, she's talked to the prince.
What? Ella speaks to the prince?
Yeah, she went to the ball. She met the prince, and they were talking about the kingdom and how to make it a better place. And tonight, she is going to the banquet.
The world is upside down. But don't you know what this means? If she can talk to the prince, then I can speak to him, and he'll be open to my suggestions. Oh, what do you call this feeling I have?
Optimism?
Optimism. I have to do this more often.
You can march up to the prince and talk to him.
I can march up to the prince and talk to him.
You can be a leader.
I can be a leader.
You can be my boyfriend.
I can be your boyfriend. Whoa, left turn. What are you doing? This looks very counter-revolutionary.
Well, I like the man who wants to change the world, but I also like the man who brought me flowers.
Who brought you flowers? Oh, I did. No, I couldn't.
You just said so. Optimism.
Optimism?
Let yourself go.
I could be your boyfriend.
Yes?
Yes, yes. Am I your boyfriend?
Yes!
Yes!
So that's how it is.
Mother!
My own daughter, my flesh and blood, deceiving me with someone so decidedly unsuitable. I had made a life for you, Gabrielle. I had plans for you, and this is how you show your gratitude.
All dressed up and ready for court. How do I look?
You! Do you think that you could go to court? I never loved your father. I only wanted his money. You have been nothing but a nuisance to me since the day he died. Do you think you can wear a beautiful dress? Do you think that is appropriate? You should be in rags. Worn out rags, that's all you deserve.
Mother, please stop!
I am not your mother. You, Gabrielle, out of my house. You're not welcome here. Go. To the devil with you. I'll decide what to do with you later. Why did you have to make me doubt myself? I was doing so well.
At last, a friendly face.
Ella, sweet child, hurry. You shall be late for the banquet.
No! Look, everything is ruined.
Hurry. The prince needs you. He wants you.
No, I can't.
Why do you think he's having the second event tonight? To try to find you.
Every time I take a step forward, Madame pushes me back. The prince would never want me if he saw me as I truly was. I can't keep fighting.
If you have a dream, then very soon thereafter you're going to have to fight for it. Why, otherwise, how would you know the dream is yours?
My life.
Exactly. It is your life.
Beyond the voice that keeps insisting no, there is something more than doubting, breaking through the darkness, something that sets your world aglow. Someone wants you. You know who. Know you're living. There's music in you. Now you're hearing something new. Someone playing the music in you. Now you're living. You know why. No, there's nothing you won't try. Move a mountain, light the sky, make a wish come true. There is music in you.
I can't go to the banquet. My clothing, it's in tatters.
Yes, perhaps we need even more tatters. More rags, rags, rags.
But-
Rags, rags, rags. Tatters and shatters and bags. Make the new from old. Tatters that matter and rags. Spin them into gold. Now remember, the magic is gone at midnight.
Yes, magic is gone at midnight. Is there anything else?
Well, the glass slippers are already upon your feet, and oh yes, the book that Jean-Michel gave you about the world. Now you only have the entire world to help you.
Now you can go wherever you want to go. Now you can do whatever you want to do. Now you can be whatever you want to be. And love is the song you will sing your whole life through.
guests have arrived. It's time to start the banquet.
She's not here yet. We can't.
Very well, sire, but be warned. This party's a bunch of gossips. I'd hurry along if I were you.
Prince Topher!
You're here.
I'm sorry I'm late. I'm so glad.
I knew if I had a banquet, you would come.
And I'm so sorry that I ran away before.
You're even more beautiful than I remember.
Did you really have this banquet just for me?
I would have 100 banquets just to find you.
Really? And the thing about me being more beautiful than you remembered, that's real too?
Yes, of course.
Wow. What do you know about that?
I've been thinking about you, and I've been thinking about what you were saying about people having their homes taken away from them. The court tells me to ignore such talk.
But you know that if you're going to be king, you have to pay attention to the things that people tell you to ignore.
I want to meet everyone in my kingdom, and only the one Sebastian lets me see. I just don't know how. It's impossible.
Oh, that's going to be more possible than you can even imagine. My friend Jean-Michel and my sister Gabrielle are headed here right now with some of your people.
To talk to me? But if things are as bad as you say, won't they be angry with me?
I think if you can do battle with a giant or a dragon, you can handle a person who just wants to talk to you.
Okay. You're good.
Just be yourself. See the man that I see. And... Oh, they're coming! Come on, Jean-Michel. Friends, come meet Prince Topher. Just don't say my name.
I won't say your name. I won't even ask about the waitress.
Are you all right?
Yes. Jean-Michel is a wonderful man with many great ideas.
No. It's nice to meet you.
And this is my sister Gabrielle. Oh, and this is Yvonne and her baby.
Oh, I see the resemblance.
This is Sam.
Pleasure to meet you.
Hey, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Hey, this prince is all right.
Oh, okay, I'm holding a baby.
You can talk to him like a real person.
Prince Topher, Jean-Michel has something he'd like to say to you.
These people have had their homes and property taken from them. I've said this before, but now I know what it is to have someone you love lose their home. We need your help. We need to have our voices be heard. For you just can't wait to be served by fate on a silver plate or a tray. Now is the time of your life. The time of your life is today.
Yes, I see, and trust me, I know how it feels to be overlooked. I'd like to help, but how?
Fol-de-roll and fiddle-dee-dee, fiddle-de-faddle-de-fumble. All the dreams in all the world go oops, and out they tumble.
Of course, it's here.
What's here?
Do you know it?
I read it at the university.
Look, Chapter 2.
Oh, of course, Chapter 2.
Chapter 2? I didn't get that far.
Yes, Chapter 2. Oh, I should have known. People, I think I have a plan.
Hey, lovely Prince Topher.
I knew you would.
Prince Topher, what are you doing with these ragamuffins?
Sebastian, you said no one needed my help. Well, what do you call these people?
By their attire, I would say actors.
We demand to have our voices be heard.
A beheading would not be out of place here.
Yes, everyone deserves to have their voices heard. That's a very good idea.
What is going on?
Now there's a way for all to be seen and heard, and it's in this book. People, in 1 month, let's all vote for a new job. I shall create the post of Prime Minister, someone who will counsel me. I nominate our current Lord Protector, Sebastian.
Sire, I am not worthy.
And I also nominate this man, Jean-Michel. Let the people decide. The way things are, or the way things could be. Everyone, rich or poor, only get 1 vote.
One person, 1 vote? What's the fun in that?
People, in 1 month, I give you an election.
What a guy, what a guy. He's a player.
Everyone, rich and poor, into the castle for a free banquet.
You did it! I knew you could!
I did do it, and I think I know who I am now.
You're smiling. I've seen you smile before, but never like that.
I know the king I can be, just, fair, and kind-hearted. I found myself, and you've shown me the way.
You seem so sure of yourself, so sure of everything.
I feel like I can answer any question that gets thrown at me.
You can.
With you, I can. There's only one question I don't have the answer for. Do I love you because you're beautiful? Or are you beautiful because I love you? Am I making believe I see in you a girl too lovely to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as beautiful as you seem?
Am I making believe I see in you a man too perfect to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you?
Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as wonderful as you seem? Now I feel that we can really change the world. You and I.
To the banquet?
To the banquet.
What time is it?
Only midnight. Why?
Midnight? I have to go.
Again? Why?
I must go.
Why do you leave me? How can you leave me?
If you saw who I truly was, you would never want me.
Don't leave me.
I don't want to, but I have to.
Wait! Wait! Guards! Anyone! Please! Stop her! Ha-ha!
Hear ye, hear ye. It's 8 o'clock and all is well. A great day in the kingdom. In 1 month will be our first free election for Prime Minister of the land. The candidates are Jean-Michel and our current Lord Protector, Sebastian. But tomorrow, all women come to the palace and try on the glass slipper. Whosoever fits it shall marry the prince. This is the greatest news cycle I have ever shouted! I'll be back at 11 with local weather and sports. Hear ye, hear ye. The prince intends to search until he finds the girl who fits the bill. Well, not the bill, the shoe, I mean a shoe to fit a queen.
not fit. The shoe does not fit. We're going to find that girl. If the shoe is made of glass, it means it can only fit one person. That's why she left it, right? It doesn't look good.
How's it going?
So far, no luck.
Now, when you try on the shoe, make eye contact with His Highness. For our family, you should crown the shoe first.
Don't you mean only? No one has seen Cinderella since you yelled at her 2 nights ago. Oh, and you got rid of Gabrielle because she likes that guy who might be our new prime minister? Wow, good call there.
I do not understand what is happening in this world.
Here goes nothing. Me again. Hey.
Everything that I thought was holy and true is trash. And that when it's nothing to me now appears to mean everything.
Gabrielle, there you are. I've just decided if I become prime minister, I'm gonna marry you.
Wow, the stakes are really piling up.
It does not fit.
Of course it doesn't fit. I'm not the girl the prince has fallen in love with. None of us are that girl.
Is she the last eligible lady in the kingdom?
She appears to be, yes.
Oh, she can't be.
I told you she wouldn't come. Can we end this charade?
Has everyone truly tried on the slipper?
I haven't tried on the slipper.
Everything has led you to this moment. Now you have something to believe in. Yourself.
All the dreamers in the world are dizzy in the noodle.
By all means, make yourself ridiculous. Try on the slipper.
This is too rich.
You can do it!
That's my sister!
Have we met before?
Yes, and we are seeing each other for the first time right now.
The shoe fits. It is you! You who danced with me! You who showed me my own kingdom! And offered me water the day I was thirsty! Don't run away again. I don't think I could bear it.
It was you? We both know how horribly I've treated you since your father's death. I know it is beyond reason to expect any of your famous kindness. I am not worthy.
Madame, you have treated me very poorly indeed, and I say to you now the 3 kindest words I know. I forgive you.
Thank you.
Do you think that includes me?
For you, it probably involves several hours of community service. Let's go.
You're amazing. Could I learn your name now?
Cinderella.
Cinderella. It's beautiful.
It's a name I once hated, but starting today I'll keep. So that from now on, when anyone thinks something is impossible, they'll just say my name and know better.
Cinderella, I love you so much, I don't know what to do!
Oh, well, is marriage still on the table?
Yes. Yes! Oh my, yes, you have to marry me! I mean, will you marry me? I mean, Cinderella, will you marry me?
Yes, my handsome prince. I will marry you. In the arms of my love, I'm flying over mountains